So, it's been a while since I've also done this, but hello. Today, or tonight actually, I gotta turn the lights off as well for this game. There we go, just to set the mood as well. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading the questions arc for Higurashi again. I need to get that out of the way before the last two comes out on Steam. But yeah, sorry for the rush, like first part. Like I just got home, I was like really late as well, since I was out in the suburbs. Even got a new Yu-Gi-Oh deck and a new phone as well. I've had the last one for 2 years as well. But yeah, without further ado, assuming I did read all this. Right, I think this is where I left off with that little mob mentality with the thugs. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Shion even said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. Thank God I got like food at the mall though. I made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger. Keiji-kun, you seem kinda happy today. Did something good happen? Did it? I guess it was obvious. Rena questioned me with a happy look. That's right, why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? Now, if I recall correctly, oh god, here comes the speech impediment. Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case then, having Rena be turned away at the door would result in the worst feeling ever. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Rena, you'll definitely be jealous. Whoa. What is it? I'm jealous. Oh god. This lucky thing, is it cute? Is it cute? I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms at Angel Mort. They'd definitely be a critical hit. Is that a Pokemon reference? Or Pokemon? There we go. Yeah, Pokemon. Probably. It's probably pretty cute. What? I'm jelly. What is it? What kind of fortune were you blessed with? Huh? Could it be you participated in the draw at Angel Mort 2 months ago? And won? Hey now, I didn't transfer here 2 months ago. Oh, that's right. That is not Angel's Dessert Festa then. I was thinking it was Fiesta, but okay. B-chan, what is Angel's Dessert Festa exactly? You know there's that family restaurant called Angel Mort by Okinomiya Station. Every season they hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's today. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant is reserved for people who won the draw. Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night. Rena will have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event. Knock yourself out. By the way, this is something I've heard. There's a rumor that the tickets are being sold on a black market for a pretty penny. Hearing that story, I even felt more appreciative of the ticket that Shion had procured for me. Have fun with that, Maroon. I just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but it turned out that the ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again. Thanks? I didn't know it was worth so much. I whispered in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly. What? Did you say something? It would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That would seem to be telling me as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today I'll thank Mion while she's Shion. Hang on. Well then, this old man will take his leave here. The work today is gonna be a little rough. Later! Mion waved her hand energetically as she left. Hey, Keiji-kun! Mi-chan has a kind of weird feeling lately, like she's elated or something. What? You think so? Rena was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Rena apparently felt something different. You don't know, Keiji-kun? Alright, I could move the chat to... Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it with the people at that mall that's in downtown that has that store. Because I know in the mall in the downtown area, they're basically interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! like activities. You don't know, Keiji-kun? I totally thought you knew. Rena's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile. No, what exactly? I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she created, appear before me? Something that was blatantly up, but Rena paid no heed. Oh, really? I wonder what it is then. When Mi-chan is in a good mood, so is Rena. How? Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I didn't know why, but Rena was really in a good mood. It was so infectious that I had to smile too. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful. But you see, Rena abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one. You see, Mi-chan, lately, he's been in a lot of pain. What do you mean, pain? The pain that Rena was talking about wasn't physical. At first she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal, but like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night, and then she phoned Rena. Mi-chan was crying. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? What am I talking about? Huh? What is Rena talking about? What? Hey, don't play dumb like that. Just now you said... I don't know. Rena doesn't know anything. How? That cute mode, though. Rena spun as she laughed innocently. Eventually, she appeared to get sick, stumbling around as she steadied herself with her hand against the wall. How? Let me fix something real quick on Steam as well. How? The room is spinning. That was dumb. That's what you get for getting carried away and spinning like that. Sorry. How? I think I feel sick. I'll lend the ditz a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn fowl at this age is actually quite a feat. Rena, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to her and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rena had brought up before never arrived. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show, as my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Luckily, we did bring some food as well in the event I get hungry as well. My mom will probably bring some as well. I keep saying as well. Okay, alright, let's go to Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless dessert. Preparation for battle are complete. Tally ho! Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy, instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Probably gonna have to check what I could build from the cards I got. Okay, they were looking upwards in a jealousy. Why would they gather here if they knew they couldn't get in? I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket? Yeah. Well, I was lucky. As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like being in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What is going on? The reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket led up to 4 people inside. Jeez, he could have brought Rena to this as well. So it's like that, huh? Seems like I should have invited Rena and the others. That's what I just said. Thanks for the tip. But I'll pretend I didn't hear that. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms all reached out at once, like souls of the dead, seeking. I don't even want to say that in the wrong way possible. Sakor, I guess? That ticket can fit up to 4 people. Please bring us with you. What selfish people? This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me, like the teeth of a giant rake, and grasped at the air. And hi Gabe, how are you doing tonight? I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. What heartless jerks? What a heartless jerk. Grab him! This isn't something to joke about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I had entered a different world. The miserable throng of the dead hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. But inside of this, completely soundproofed and air-conditioned restaurant, with the angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. I knew that I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Due to today's dessert festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Could I ask your name and ticket? I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. My butter. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name? Keiji Maibara. My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Please, this way. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their face with dainty dessert that didn't suit them at all. It was rather unnerving spectacle. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Hey Shion, thanks so much for today. I really appreciate it. You were a bit late, so I was getting worried. I'm really happy you came though. It may have been because the other customers were around her tone was less casual, but she still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. As you can see, there's a lot of customers here today. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay? Whispering just that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Oh, let me fix that real quick. I'm done. Oh, I gotta try this without laughing. Oh my god, speech impediment again. I'm done. Let's go play somewhere. Okay. Okay, there we go. Maybe it was because the mood in the restaurant was so heated, but Shion seemed a bit bolder. I see, Maroon. Like I said, I need to get a bunch of other stuff to just build the right build for me. Even a small change in her mannerism was enough to set my heart aflutter. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant. Orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after another. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it, you can eat all of these amazing things for free. No wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with a general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience. There were absolutely no gaps in their repertoire. No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. It didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and would have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It was more than a little unsettling. It piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversation. And what things I've heard. Oh my god, that creepy. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Angel Morto Moe. Me? I brought my ticket 70,000 yen on redacted auctions. I told the work that I was attending the relative's funeral. The uniforms here are the greatest. I wonder if the waitress would wipe it for me if... Oh my god! If I spill some water... Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, that's what it looks like, maroon. Okay, let me finish this. I spilled some water on my pants, right? Meow. Oh my god! Oh, my lungs are starting to hurt now. Oh. Oh. Meow meow. Okay, I'm good now. Okay, never mind. Need to relax for a bit. Okay, I heard they're planning on selling Angel Mort figures. We'll have to pay heed at the next Wonder Festival. They use Angel Mort uniforms on the floor of Redacted in Akiba, but they always cost 280,000 yen. So that's kind of like, let me check the translator. I'm hoping I got it right. Oh my god! 2.5k just to buy those? This is an absurd price. Ammo costs 80,000. Yeah, that's what it looks like. When Robot closed down, the going rate for theirs was 12,000. That's the price for the used one. Knockoffs are less than half of that. A knockoff from Redacted is fine with me. I wonder if they'll start selling them. Then I'll put up. Oh my god, dude! I'm hoping those are women I'm reading from. I know I'm pretty much wrong. Oh, like, oh, I get it now, like a mannequin. Okay. I'll put on my life-size figure. I buy it off of Redacted for several $100,000. If I can wake up to every day to an angel from Angel, that'll really get my gears going. I'm still breathing a bit. The words spilling out of their mouths are pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. But they still keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Sorry to keep you waiting. Next dessert is tropical cinnamon love affair. Is something the matter? No. It's kind of different inside the restaurant today. Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for that, so it's all well and good. But during Festas, there's something of the more hardcore crowd, so it can't be a handful. The waitress informed me quietly with a weary smile. The customer seems rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems like a lot of customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary. If you don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen. What does she mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. I turned around, started to see that a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying right onto a customer. Wait, isn't that Shion? I'm so sorry. Your food is, Oh, what have you done? The jeans that I... Oh no, dude! At a specialty shop for 1,800 yen are all sticky with frosting. Oh my god, that noise I'm making though. What was that? What is that? For somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy. How tragic. It seems that little Miss Waitress here... Oh, dude! Here, we'll have to wipe it up. Oh, at the bottom of her heart. The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did she say? Wipey, did she want Shion to wipe him down? Right over, oh god. Right over that, obviously abhorrent tent he had pitched over his, but that is, wipey. Oh, good God. Wipey. Oh, I think I'm gonna say Jerry instead, but no. The wipey quickly spread through the room. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but only with head shaking out of pity. Shion-san was tripped. Customers who do that to purposely get their clothes dirty have been on the rise lately. That's interesting. So you're saying she was tripped. Then what happened just now wasn't an accident. It was on purpose. The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely won't end up like this, but Sonosaki-san is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. Foreshadowing much? The customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning. What's the manager doing? He should just kick those thugs out. We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. Oh. Oh my god, that is so adorable. Okay. The man who had been doused in frosting splayed out on the bench, putting the cream-covered tent, oh my god, over his, on full display. Still mentally unprepared, a trembling hand inched forward, goaded up on by the onlookers. Come, come, come. It is time. Oh, dude. It is time for wipey wipey. From my male point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle I could just smile worryingly at, but from a woman's point of view, this was obviously pure humiliation. When I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear, Shion fearlessly stood up to them and saved me. Ugh, sorry about that. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this. It wasn't as though her life was at stake, right? Even these guys who were just going to jeer at her in a bit of a loot situation, it's not like they were going to eat Shion alive or anything. Oh, I really need to get my mind out of the gutter reading that. It'd be alright if I just consulted her afterwards. Even I was scared, but Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. I, a man, was also being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear. Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates were trying to pin on the blame on Shion. This time our roles reversed. Hey, Keiji Maibara. If you don't save her now, will you be able to repay the debt you owe her? You scared, Keiji Maibara? At that time, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. And what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? Now resign yourself to your now resign yourself to your fate. Be quiet, you greasy. Yeah. Get out of here before I get angry. Yeah, don't get Shion angry. I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me. Kei-chan? It seems you don't understand. Yonder waitress was the one who... Oh god. Oh god. It seems you don't understand. Yonder waitress was the one who wet my pants. This is her punishment. The one who needs punishing is you. Enough with your empty words. If you're a man, talk with your fist. Thud, smash. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back to my own seat. This guy is strong? Yeah, indeed, Maroon. No matter how you look at it, Athletic and this Lardo aren't even in the same area code. Many otaku are unexpectedly well versed in some obscure martial arts. Don't be misunderestimating us. The man smirked, showing off his gum line. Kei-chan, are you okay? How lame must I look right now? You were tripped, weren't you, Shion? They're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you. That may be, but it was still my fault. Whoa! One more time, let's do it! Snap, thud, crash! Don't you go thinking that is enough to make me give up. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing. One more time, oh my god. One more time. Whack, snap, snap, thunk. Oh ho ho, you're all talk. Oh ho ho, you're all talk. I'm not done yet. Rise, my will to fight. Whoa! Not just running, I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the lard ball. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. Everything slowed down like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that vicious flow of time, I was calmly measured by the gap between us. With our difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was ever so tiny distance between us, where only my punch would be able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew towards his face like I was punching underwater. Reacting to that, with a smirk on his face, the fatso easily slipped inside my punch. I hadn't realized until now, but in this mired time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with almost painful clarity. His arm slowly swung around in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whiffed punch, and descended in an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock, and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defense and offense, it was a brilliant counter. That's right, 3 times I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this vicious region of time, I was unable to struggle, and I could only wait dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Is everything okay? Crash! Didn't know I had to click that though. You lack training, young man. I was loath to admit it, but against somebody's trained in the martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat. Thankfully, you weren't injured. More experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over. Are you okay? Doing that all for my sake? I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, I wasn't much help. I've never won a fight before. No, you're just trying to help. Made me happy. I'm not joking. It's just I was thinking that I was lucky Kei-chan came here today. As I said, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped up the whipped cream with the wash cloth she was holding in her hands. So Nosaki-san, you can take your break now. You still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you? No, it's fine. Even though it's just part-time, it's still a paying job. I want to work properly while I'm on the clock. It's early, you don't have to worry about me. You couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much dessert as you can. While you're done, we'll have you fill out a survey. Well then, I've got to get back to the floor. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitresses started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her. Excuse me, could I borrow your phone? Phone? It's by the register, I'll show you where. I pulled the 10-yen coin from my wallet. So this wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about later tonight. Not that it was time for tears. I had to fight. If I recall, 1 ticket is good up for 4 people, right? Is it alright I could have called for 3 more people? Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list. Could I have their names? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. First thing is that I owed Shion. Second, that I'm a man who's not afraid of throwing away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history. Please add Rena Ryugu, Satoko Hojo, and Rika Furude to that list. Understood, I'll do that. I'll have my best the best and most powerful club members to join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You know, prepare to meet your maker. This is a nice restaurant. Oh, the uniforms are cute. Brenda wants to wear them too. How? On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved. Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share. Oops. Keiji-san, enough with the charades. Let's get to the point. Lots of images as always. Rena and Rika put down their forks and when Satoko broached the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table. Yep, indeed. I beg of you. I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength. The three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless, listen to what I had to say about making fun of my usual behavior. What's the matter? Something happened? Didn't it? Didn't it? Actually, Mion's younger sister Shion is working part-time at this restaurant. Ah, that little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. She resembles her. Resemble? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it? I didn't know what to say. If Keiji says that's Shion, then that's Shion. They might be twins, but they really look that much alike. They're called monozygotic twins. Oh god, let me fix that real quick. They're called monozygotic twins. They really can look identical. Rena gave the most plausible explanation, so everybody else was convinced. Well then, do you believe me? I'll get to the point then. Hang on a sec, you guys. Even though it just looks like Maroon watching, I'll be right back. Yeah, it looks like food's here again, so I'll be right back, you guys. No, I won't turn that song on when I get back as well. Yeah, I've been back for a bit. Sorry about that. I was just pretty quiet. But let me get back to this. I recounted everything that just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it. That's awful. Poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unsightly you can be. There's nothing I can say to that. Satoko-chan, to admit that you lost and to seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiji-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than save his pride. So pathetic. Miranda's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there were no malign intentions behind her words. Then what should we do? Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint in resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence and kind with my own quiet resolve. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It was a bit much for Keiji-san to handle alone. Then you'll help? Of course, Keiji-kun. We'll help anybody who's being bullied. I remember that I was cornered by those thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa began to really hit home. However, Keiji Maebara, now that is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight. Sorry, I owe you one. Oh god, what's going on in the chat? Maroon, you might want to look at this post. You tried your best, but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad. How sad. I think I'm gonna have to call it a night with this stream. Maroon, you might want to take care of this. I'll get this chapter out of the way real quick. Rika-chan pat my head for me, but there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with the strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us. Mion can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will revolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capability. Yeah, thanks for giving them the warning. Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them? From this point forward, anybody who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant. Oh god, don't tell me this is just repeating all again. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions? Everybody had already entered club mode. Their eyes are peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand. What is it, Rika-chan? Do we have to show mercy? Of course we don't have to. We have no need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister. And it's okay, Keiji? Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. Maroon, I'm giving you permission now. Wait, what? Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah, for the people, even though it's just Maroon, for the people that are watching, oh, I got turn off streamer mode. Oh, okay. Turn that back on real quick, and yeah, something's happening on my Discord. I'm really sorry about this for people that are gonna watch this on YouTube, assuming they do. And a little late reply. Thanks for the Doritos and hearts. Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan. I, Keiji Maibara, shall assume all responsibility. Rout them. Alrighty, Rena's going to do her best too. Sorry. Sorry, please do. Keiji-san, you don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everyone, let's give it our all. Go for it! Yay! Yay! Thus, the most powerful warband the world has ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. Oh my god, that Sesame Street alphabet video. QR Cookie Monster. I couldn't even imagine. I was probably to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. So Nasaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits are for table 7. Ah, sure thing. Shion carried the order to the tables. Shion carried all 5 parfaits without wobbling. Took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet. Maroon, I honestly don't know what to say regarding to this. Oh, dude! comrades, here she comes yet again. This time we'll have to spill everything on my pants and have her wipe me right down to my underwear. It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying it out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack. Rena, this is Keiji. Ambush them around tables 5 and 6. Rena, do you copy? Yeah, I just deleted it I think I just deleted it myself, Maroon. I could be wrong. The restaurant uniform, so cute. How? I want to take them home. Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. She was supposed to be escorting Mion, but Rena was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house, but when it comes to Rena, things are different. Cute mode, 120% synchronization. We've won. When Rena's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by... by those sleaze. Now, my comrades. Okay. A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Oh my god. Egad, 3 of them at once. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah! Oof! Wah! It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Arrgh! What is this madness? Rena teetered into the view and gave him a warning. Oh, no mischief, okay? No means no. No! Rena's going to be the one... Oh, Rena's going to be the one to take her home! This girl, what's with that strange technique? The human clutched at their bruised ankle as they pass out. That's our Renaissance. No matter how many times I see it, it's always frighteningly quick. Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Rena. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts on their legs or hands. Jeez. Oh, Keiji-kun, this is Rena. There's nobody left that'll bother Shi-chan. So I'm going to take her home now. Yeah, indeed, Maroon. Rena, this is Keiji. Good work. Over. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. I repeat, permission to take home denied. Over. And I'll just look. How? I guess just looking is fine. That won't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anyone clutching at her arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises. Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces, proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiji. What is your status? Over. This is Satoko. That's a rude way to ask. Keiji-san, Exactly who do you think I am? Over. Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered chits and their destination, and was now sorting through a freshly made dessert. Hey, what are you doing? Now, Sonosaki-san, it's alright, just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that passed through Satoko's hand were delivered at once. Oh, lots of cute dessert are coming. Oh, I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life. I know, but how? Certainly they were all incredibly cute looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of the fact were the men now stuffing their faces. This is almost right. Oh, wait, they realized that something was wrong. Satoko, what did you mix in there? It could have been salt or Tabasco, right? My, what are you saying, Keiji-san? You said no mercy. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I like to be very thorough. As she said that, she twirled a dubious vial in her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. The customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours. Over. Leave it to me. Over. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Clatter, clatter. Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting. And that look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on the placard was the word restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching their stomachs. I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom? Mewtwo! Not a number one, but a number two. Need to cash out, meow. Where's the toilet? I found it. Oh my god, that poor impression of an Italian accent. You're in for it now. I felt dirty just thinking about what Satoko probably did for dessert. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connecting to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men. What? What is this? As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa! It seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and terrible stench. There's no way to use it in this state. That's sorry about that. That's Satoko. That's Satoko. What a frightening display of power. No, this isn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees here to clean it up. I can't do business like this. Ugh! What do we do, meow, comrades? It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that. Meow, that's it. Meow, that it's come to this. It's time for the last resort. Which is, faced with a moral dilemma, that man only had one other option. Women's restroom. Isn't using the girls' restroom going to get us in trouble? I'm pretty sure that there's no female customers today. Why didn't I think of that before? Pant. Oh, wait. I'm sorry that sounds creepy to the people. Women's toilet are the best. What a brazen bunch they are. The men, sweat now pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Me? No! There was this girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Maroon, I get the feeling that band was sort of a warning shot to them as well. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. The look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you. You see? I can't even read that. Me? The men's room is a bit dangerous at the moment, so we just want to borrow the toilet right here. Meow, meow. Me. Oh, you gotta love Rika-chan. Or Rika Furude. Anyway, but it's not right after all, right, my comrades? Just by having a girl stand there in the restroom, I knew it could be put up with such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anybody could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try and do their business. This was the most they could do after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, they could plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now what are you going to do? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid. If you are in trouble, I can help you. That would be much appreciated. How would you do that? You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to them. That would be perfect. Please? At this rate, it'll end up becoming a group enema. Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them through a casual stride in her steps. In this race against time, her soul paced with sadistic torture. But, Mademoiselle? Oh god, that was French. Is this the toilet? Is the toilet far from here? We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's direction, they're about to leave the restaurant. Kichi-kun, finish it. Give him, you know. Yeah, leave it to me. I spread my arms out and blocked them as they try to leave the restaurant. What is the meaning of this? We're at DEFCON 1 here. Listen up, you tubs. You know what happens if you set one foot outside this door, right? What is the meaning of this preposterous statement? Look, it's written here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry, see? Oh, nice! You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside the door, you can't come back. Boom! You remember this? I don't want to guide anybody who says scary things like that. Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They can only figuratively and literally fall in the line. All the waitresses who lined up to see him off. Thank you very much for coming. We shall return. Clang, clang. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. How pathetic. Too easy. We did it. Yay. Rena and Satoko clapped their hands together. Phew, I couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself. But when we get the group together, we can send them packing like a herd of cattle. With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Eiji-san, you need to up your game. I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. One day I'll be strong enough worthy to stand alongside them. Yeah, indeed, Maroon. But I'm really glad we were able to protect Mi-chan's sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left. You're blessed to have such wonderful friends, Sonosaki-san. The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, he had to calm down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us in the now empty seats. You did that? For me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face was turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Well, Shi-chan is cute! They really are twins, how? Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. I think you know this already, but Sonosaki-san is very grateful. As a representative of the floor staff, I also extend my gratitude. Gotta do that. The applause quickly spread through the entire restaurant. Not only that, the other waitresses, but also the customers that were genuinely there to enjoy the dessert, everyone was lauding our efforts. When we had mostly finished eating and we were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return. Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? You took a while. I'm sorry, I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads, so she gets lost pretty often. How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet? Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points that more than make up for that. I can see that expression in the girls' room. They're quite the thespian. Eiji was being horrible. He was thinking if I were in their shoes, I'd just run over and rush into the washroom. What? Did what I was thinking show up in my face again? Keiji-kun, what's a pervert? No, I mean, what? No, I mean, what? I could just laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 identified men were taken into custody in Hideyama. The men claimed they had traveled from Shishibone city by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was unknown kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realized how terrified Rika-chan really was. Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy that you called me here today. Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little longer. I was in the middle of organizing some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon. Ah, I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time. Yeah, when Rena phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room. But she still came. Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped. Besides, that's what I got. I got a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy. Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out suddenly. Tell Shion I said bye. I'll be taking my leave then. Rena-san, please take your time. Yeah, I will. Later! Rika and Satoko, in a good move, horsed around with each other as they left. While Rena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Oh. Two of the best grills in the game. Or girls, technically. Oh, did the two little ones leave already? Hearing them call the little ones was so strange, I inadvertently burst out laughing. Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home. Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people. I heard from my senior, it seems that you went through a lot of trouble for my sake. It's no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch, after all. Oh, is it alright if I call you Shi-chan? It matches with me-chan, so I thought it'd be cute. Oh, well, whatever you want. Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her. Rena is pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Shion said that she had to work soon and hurried off back to the kitchen. Leaving behind coffee just for the two of us. She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being... She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. How? She's just embarrassed. Still, they really do look the same. Instead of twins, it's like there's another Mi-chan. But they look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather, their insides are completely different. I think those types of twins are pretty interesting, though. You think that... Oh, you think that, Keiji-kun? I think they're identical on the inside, too. It somehow became silent. Rena was just staring at the pattern the milk made on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For somebody like me who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerism seemed to imply that I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried away for a while. Oh god, that song! Rena? You said it today, right? That Mion was hurting. Did I say something like that? Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it on the way home from school. Rena already answered by laughing, but continued to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mio. But when? Me? Hypothetically, if something like that happened, it's not something I did out of malice. I continued the conversation, but left the assumption that I hurt Mio. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Keiji-kun had any bad intentions. Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I hurt Mio. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed that I hurt Mio, and Rena was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized it. Well, you know that was constantly playing at the near end of Oni Kaikushi, and that was like sort of the beginning of the end song. I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Rena is mad at you. Seeing through that, what I was thinking, Rena said that as she smiled even more gently than usual. It's just that, how do I say this? It's hard. If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. I'm so thick-headed, I discuss even myself. There's something I should apologize for, then I want to know if it's a little quicker to make up for it. I don't think that Keiji-kun made a mistake. Depending on how you look at it, Mi-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance from the girl was the one being unfair might be unfair in itself. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion. I'm begging you, Rena. Mion is one of my best friends. I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So tell me, how did I hurt her? I can't tell you. You need to realize something like this for yourself. Rena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had the strength of will surprised me for a bit. I'm asking you because I can't figure it out, you know? My tone had unintentionally become harsh. Rena was surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor. Well then, I think just a hint is fine. This is special, okay? Sorry, please. I'll think about it seriously. Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual. Chi-chan, if she ties her hair up, it's impossible to tell Mi-chan, right? Yeah, that's true. So then, if Mi-chan let down her hair, would she be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan? Probably. But what does that have to do with anything? What if that tells her being the younger twin was a lie, that she was just Mi-chan pretending to be her sister? What would you think? Rena was sharper than her daily behavior belied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer. It might be unfair to answer a few questions with another question, but if you like to say Mion is just pretending to be Shion, what purpose would that serve? I think he should stop accusing Mion of being Shion, is what Rena is saying. After maintaining the silence for an hour, Rena glanced at the clock. That's what I want you to think about. That was maybe too much of a hint. How? After thanking me for the dessert, Rena stood up from her seat. Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left. Is it okay with you to tell Shion I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye? Yeah, I'll tell her. Sorry. Huh? That Rena is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Keiji-kun isn't the only one at fault here. Rena was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really shouldn't have apologized. I think to Min-chan, it's something that doesn't bother her much anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. But you see, as a girl, I'd hope that Keiji-kun realizes by himself and comes to apologize of his own volition. Hello? Switching to cute mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register. While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder. Oh yeah, I would definitely love to sing. I'm planning to do Clannad as well. I'm doing like the entire series of Higurashi games on Steam. I like the first 8 games because I know there's a bunch of them that came out later on. What about Otome Viens? What's that? That sounds familiar actually. Let me check that real quick. Oh, I see. I mean, as long as they're not I guess Clannad fits into that. I'm doing streamer outreach for... I mean, I've been doing the same offer for a Hexen playthrough, but I can do that, definitely sing. Thanks for the offer, though. What a change of pace, though, Maroon, regarding the chat. But yeah, if you have anything that you can contact me with, here's my Discord. Yeah, go for it. I sent you my Discord if you want to add it. I do stream daily, but it's more on the emphasis of platformer strategy and action games. But yeah, add me on Discord. We could talk there. Okay. But yeah, you're always welcome. Okay, I don't want to ask that. There we go. Yeah, considering I'm doing all those Hexen mods as well, Maroon, I might as well, since I do take requests from time to time. Do you want the link to my Discord server as well? I guess promoting the game as well also helps. Multiple character paths. This is quite intriguing. I'll give it a try whenever it comes out. Yeah, that's understandable. Alright, let me finish the stream for tonight. That was a nice change of pace for tonight. In the chat, of course. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finally done. It was Shion who changing their street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me. Thank you so much for today. Everything was delicious. We were all really happy with it. Oh no, don't mention it. But I'm glad everybody had fun. Huh? That girl that was just here left as well. She had some shopping to do. She said that she was sorry for leaving without saying anything. Well, Maroon, I guess just having like this voice to read like a interactive storybook is good enough to promote their games. I see. Well then, should we leave as well? Even though I'm off duty, I'm still around the workplace. We all end up strolling around here without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of breath of fresh air. But yeah, thanks for the offer, Seeing Awake. I really appreciate that. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness. It's gotten dark already, even though I promised I'd be finished early. Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left. Oh well, at least we got a little time to chat like this. Saying that, Shion set out for the tree line boulevard behind the situation. You're welcome. Yeah, but you're welcome as well. So yeah, I guess for Sing, sit back and enjoy me reading a horror book. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home. Well then, I guess I should start with an introduction. I was mistaken for my sister when we first met, so we never got to properly introduce ourselves. I could only smile and laugh worriedly. My name is Shion Sonosaki. Yeah, I also been taking pictures as well. I might do the same for the other one. Oh my god, Shion's a cutie. I'm similar to my older sister in appearance. My sister is rough around the edges and hot-headed, but I'm a bit composed and methodical person. I remember what Rena and I had been talking about it earlier. I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Rena said they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Rena figured that Shion was Mion. Also related to that, she said that I hurt Mion. Rena have only given one hint. That was, why is Rena pretending to be Shion? Oh my god, you know, I'm getting like this foreshadowing as well. Shion, what did you hear about me from Mion? My sister seems to have taken a liking to you. She talks about you quite a bit. Like about the club activities, about getting pranked and pranking you back. Boyish kinds of stories. You really do get along. Boyish kinds of stories, huh? Come to think of it, I think there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think my sister as a girl, do you? Was that happened that hurt Mion? Mion herself said that she wished she had been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she? Kei-chan, you look like you're having fun. Huh? No, that's not true. Even though you're bad at hiding things, you like to lie, don't you? Usoda! Still, I don't hate you for it. Saying that, she's lightly chopped my forehead. Even though that Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Rena had left me with. Hey, see that? Don't you think it's pretty? You think even a guy would find it pretty? Yeah, it is pretty. Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me by all sorts of store I would normally never enter. It was like she was begging me to buy her anything, and I wasn't getting bored either. It was something to talk about as we walked around. In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. We all discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but I didn't lose interest. I had the feeling she was good at conversation. Kei-chan, is this really your first time doing this kind of thing? Yeah, it is. If somebody didn't bring me into these accessory shops, I don't think I'd set foot in one my entire life. Not that. I meant more like this. Blah! I leapt back forward when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine. Hey, you don't have to act so surprised. It's not so embarrassing to link arms with a girl, is it? Aww. Shion's expression was a little bit miffed, but suggestive at the same time. I'm not that embarrassed. If you want some arms, I can spare one or two. Here. Hey, Chan, you really know how to entertain someone. I see why my sister took a liking to you. If you don't want my arm, I'm taking it back. Aw, come on. Happy to have it. Laughing in good spirits, she unlocked her arms with mine. My heart skipped a beat. This question might be mean, but I want to enjoy seeing your reaction, Kei-chan. Have you ever been arm in arm with a girl before? Around a bonfire at a field trip doesn't count, by the way. The school dances count as well? Because I know I used to do that when I was younger. That little devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer should be. Well, if field trips are out, this is rough. I thought as much. That impish laugh, it really is the same as Mion's. You really are Shion, right? You're not just Mion saying that you're Shion, are you? Are you thinking that my sister might pretend to be me? I thought you were twins until just now, but the way you mess around is like Mion. You're just saying that. You can tell us apart easily. What do you mean by that? If my sister was holding your arm like this, would you get nervous? Yeah. Yeah, I know, but when I say school dances, I don't mean just prom. I mean like the ones you go to at like a seasonal, like homecoming, like late night school dances, or school dances in the afternoon when I was at grade school as well. God, I can't believe I'm saying all that from like 10 to, yeah, I'd probably say almost 20 to 10 years ago. I'd be completely on the edge, worrying about when she would go on for an arm lock. Shion laughed so hard she had to hold on to her sides. Hey, is it really that funny? You're tearing up. No, it's just, I was just thinking about how hopeless my sister is. She isn't able to get a young man hot and bothered while she's arm in arm with her. She really is a failure as a woman. I remember once again that I'd heard someone say that before. Sometimes I think my sister would have been better off if she was born a boy. That'll be quite interesting for fraternal twins. If she did, I might have fallen for her. Just kidding. Mion did say something about wanting to be born a boy. My sister's on the fence as to whether she wants to be a boy or a girl. Oh, it's the price she pays for living an awkward lifestyle. Just leave her be. You've been saying some pretty harsh things about your sister right now. Mion has some soft parts to her that I don't like. The way that Shion talked somehow sounded cold. Shion, do you not get along with Mion? Oh, we get along well enough. I see. So there's a few things for which I can't forgive her as her sister. Hey, look at that. Don't you think it's cute? What a change of subject as well. I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. Was a familiar shop display of a toy shop? Same shop that was the stage for the incident that occurred during last Sunday's club activities? What Shion was pointing at was a display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort of girls would like. I wonder why girls like these kinds of things. It's because they're cute. Don't you think they're cute, Kei-chan? I'm a man, so I really don't get that vibe. Now, which one do you think is the cutest of all these, Kei-chan? Shion, pulling on my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. They were lined up like they were close to they were both sisters taking a commemorative photo. A few of them seem strangely familiar. I've seen those four over there somewhere. Oh, I guess they really are famous, even if you know about them. Shion sounded impressed. These are new dolls that were brought in from England. They still have some available here, but around the cities they have trouble keeping them on the shelves. Even though they're supposed to be inexpensive, it seems they're starting to come at a premium. I guess girls like these kinds of things even as they grow up. It depends on the person. I think that girls who don't like dolls and stuffed animals are pretty far in between. Oh, let me check. Yeah, I just let Valen know how I feel, but at least he's like, at least he's pretty competent than all of the staff I had in Mobby. Or compared to him, he's pretty reliable. Even my tomboy of a sister said these were adorable. Oh, even Mion said they're adorable? That is pretty amazing. That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave us this one to us after Sunday's event. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something. I really do think that one's the best. That frilly dress really gives it something. And hi, Valen, how are you doing tonight? Yep. Yeah, indeed. I'm glad you two finally came as well. That's it. That's the one the shop owners gave to me. Wow, like I said, what I just mentioned to Valen, like about how I got this offer for VN, Maroon was there. And now you guys are coming. That's pretty helpful. So it seems. Shion replied softly but clearly. Uncle Yoshido gave those out as thanks for helping liven things up at Sunday's event. It seems he gave them up to 4 friends my sister brought along. So you got the new doll with the dress then. What did you think? It was really cute, right? As a man, there's no way I'd think it was cute. What did you do with the doll? You've said that several times, so I get it, but it's alright. I have the exact same feeling, though. But I like Rena the best. I wasn't really going to do anything with it, so I gave it to someone. To who? As Shion laughed, I could hear an audible click run through my head, like a piece of jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. Thank you very much for today, everyone. You made the event turn out great. It's not much, but here's something extra for today. Ah, Uncle Yoshido. Isn't there something for me too? My. Quite an adorable one, is it not? When Satoko and Rika-chan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside. Wow, they're so cute! Can I take them home? I really can? Which means there's something for me too. Whoa, I got a pretty adorable one. It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress. One you used to play house. Rena's eyes were glued onto my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same. And Rika-chan too? I see. It wasn't just Rena, Satoko, and Rika-chan. There was one other person who seemed jealous. Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. Not wanting her for expression to give it away, she had said to hide her embarrassment. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty, I can admit it. It's adorable, but a doll with changeable clothes is... eh. When that song, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, laughing plastic, it's fantastic, popped in my head reading that, yeah. If you walked in around with it, then you'd be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow, definitely. Mion's usual teasing way of talking. I looked around to see who should I give the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her, but I didn't. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you! Turning away from Mion, covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why didn't I give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it just been standard practice to give it to her? At the time, I hadn't noticed that something was wrong. I see. That's why I said it. Just protecting myself. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets at night would be scary. No doubt, no doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it's just it didn't feel right. Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at the time I didn't notice it. It was a thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I? And Maroon, remind me right at the closing statements once I finish this. I'll remind me to raid Utampo's, like, assuming he's still streaming. Doesn't look like it. I guess I'll raid someone random after this. Yeah, indeed. You didn't know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. Mion herself had said that with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I had hurt her. I had to hurt her. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you to help me out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked. Probably she misheard me. Hey, uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But if it's Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that? Shion, like Rena often does, space out and turn bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion. I see. Saying that it didn't suit Mion, that it suited Shion. Saying that it suited her seemed to make her happy. Mion's younger twin sister? She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion. That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Mion has a cold and scary personality. I think when you guys are born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl. Yeah, especially that little ponytail of hers. Mion made a strange face that were both angry and happy at the same time. Yeah, indeed. I think that starts with this chapter now, because I didn't hear it in the first one. It seemed she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Sneaking a look inside the box to say she was just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixing or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. I'm not my sister. That's how she said it. Yeah, I know. Shion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was saying that like she was saying that she was Shion, and I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion was Shion, it carried a special meaning. Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy. That's what Rena said. But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine. Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly? That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. You know? Rena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around. Probably. Mi-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. But she's a really cute, very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiji-kun. There was never a riddle to begin with. Rena was saying that the answer from the beginning. And it goes to color, so then I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, I know Kei-chan didn't mean anything wrong. At least he didn't intend to. Yeah, Keiji-kun isn't the type of person to hurt others. So there is no reason for you to feel hurt by this, Mi-chan. I wonder who could the other two be? Keiji-kun or Mi-chan as well for the second? Then what was it? Frustration? Sadness? I don't know at all. Did you want it? Yeah, Higurashi-man. Did you want it? The doll, I mean? Even if you gave it to me, Rena, that wouldn't solve anything. You're right. How about this, Mi-chan? Try asking Keiji-kun. You might be able to solve the problem if you tackle it head on. Satoshi? That's what I named my Ariados in Pokemon Go after. Pokemon Go. I'm trying to pick that up properly now. Pokemon. Okay, there we go. There's no way I could do that. Is it too embarrassing to do that now? Yeah, I mean, I didn't name them after the creator of Pokemon. I want to try it again as somebody other than Mion. This time I can be more honest with myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty fond of the relationship I have with Kei-chan. This might be selfish, but one more time. Keiji-kun will definitely notice. I wonder if that's true. Rena will cheer you on too. Let's find a way to ease your sadness. Believe me, I won't let anything happen that'll make you cry, Mi-chan. I'll believe. Keiji-kun will definitely come to understand. He'll say sorry. He'll say he's sorry for saying something so callous. Then he'll bring you out to the store and buy that doll for you as a present. Yeah. And then Mi-chan, you'll say thank you. You can't fool around. Say it honestly. Yeah. If I said I wanted it, Kei-chan, would you buy it for me? Mion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflexively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment. But like Mion, I quelled that impulse. Okay, Mion, as thanks for everything until today. That's also a new one. I'll buy you whichever you want. My voice cracked with unfamiliar words. In order to not lose Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. But I'm not Mion. I'm Shion. Shion then. I'll buy it for you, Shion. Shion looked down, red-faced. She pointed out at the doll on the dress through the store window. Is it really okay? The one in the dress? It's a little expensive, isn't it? This isn't a matter of price. This is a matter of feelings. When I was saved by Kei-chan from those unsavory customers today, I was really happy. You know, it kind of makes sense. Oh, good God, the volume. Even though my coworkers didn't save me, Kei-chan did. You grabbed me by the shoulders really firmly, right? Right then, you were really cool. Even then, I was so embarrassed, I couldn't properly express my gratitude. I clapped my hand down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly. Like how I would to Rena and the others. When I said that, Shion, like Rena, would have spaced out and blushed slightly. You don't have to think too hard about it. I should have given it to you back then. If I did that, then everybody would have had a good laugh. Shion didn't respond. She turned bright red like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears. I'll go buy it for you right now. Wait right here. I'll go with you. You know, it's games like this that also made me want to set up my bit tiers as my Ruby team cries, because I know that will be a perfect way to startle me during horrific moments in this game. Saying that, she grabbed onto my arm once again. She wasn't even trying to be stoic anymore. I think I know why. My sister likes you. Hey, is it alright if I start to like you a bit too, Kei-chan? Aww. The unfamiliar... Oh, okay, it's meant to be like that. Yeah, I know that. The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Whoa, what am I doing? I had reached my limit, smiling worriedly to hide my embarrassment. I dragged Shion into the store with me. Excuse me, princess. I want to buy that. I want to buy that doll in the dress that's in the window. After that, a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement. An apron-clad employee soon appeared. Kei-chan, and why are you here? Oh my God! So they weren't lying the whole time. Oh wait, I already knew that since I was in high school. Don't mind me, I'm just being dramatic. This has nothing to do with you. I'm on a date with Kei-chan right now. Huh? What? Well, why is Kei-chan... Well, there you go, KG. They're two completely different people. Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself. Mio looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise, but that was the same with me. If she was there, then who was next to me? I said it right at the beginning. I'm Shion Sonosaki, my sister's younger twin. Kei-chan, you even called me Shion, didn't you? Shion saying that pouted cutely. What is going on? Tell me, Shion. Not much. I was wondering what kind of person this Kei-chan you were so infatuated with was. So I happened to give him a ticket to this dessert festa. There, when I was oh my god. Hang on, let me screenshot these real quick. Even the updated one as well. Oh yeah, especially for tonight. Kei-chan, then when I was being bothered by all sorts of troublesome customers, Kei-chan gallantly appeared and saved me by kicking them all out to the curb or something like that. What? Oh god, my girly voice started to kick in. Both Mio and I raised our voice pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost. Mion, you phoned me yesterday, right? I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I delivered that bento for you, didn't I, Kei-chan? That was me, right? Or was it my sister? Oh god, I love this series so much. The person known as Mion Sonosaki put together a bento. Chris Griffin, who's that? As Mion Sonosaki. Oh, right, the Family Guy son, right? I just realized that. I just figured the moment you typed that, you were typing that. As Mion Sonosaki put together a bento and bravely went to the boy's home to deliver it, maybe. Oh, you were a lot bolder than you look, sis. With a loud pop, a trail of smoke began to rise from Mion's head. No, I don't know. See, Kei-chan? My sister says she doesn't know. So everything up until yesterday was me, Shion Sonosaki. You might have thought it was my sister pretending to be me, but with this, there's no doubt, right? I couldn't tell up from down at that moment. If there was a mirror around, I could have seen my eyes go wide from the shock. Now, little Miss Shopkeeper, could you wrap up that doll on the window? It's the first present from the person I've come to love. Wait, what? Oh, right, I don't want to spoil it because I'm kind of questioning that now. So make sure you tie it up nicely with a ribbon. Mion, completely flustered, was being cornered by sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working. Kei-chan? What is going on? Well, let's go. Kei-chan, it's already dark out, so I'll see you home. Sis, sorry, but could you phone the house in Okinomiya and have them send out a car? Maybe a van that we could fit on a bike into, please. In contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face, Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. Ugh, Kei-chan! After that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. It hasn't been a while. Let me read this tip real quick. Not easy being green. Was that a Warcraft 3 reference? Stop saying it's been a while. We've been seeing each other every day up until yesterday, haven't we? Whatever. If you say so, we'll go with that. Someone from Shion's house came to me to get in a station wagon. I had initially refused, but Shion insisted, and so both my bicycle and I ended up stuffing a car. Said car was currently driving across the single bumpy road leading to Hinamizawa. For goodness sake, Shion was at Mion's level at least, or maybe even better actor. Either way, no matter what question I pressed her with, she slipped them all out like an eel. So, you two look so alike. If you tied your hair up like Mion does, would you look exactly like her? Who knows? That's probably what would happen. We're identical twins, through and through. In the past, we could change our clothes, and no one would be the wiser. Oh god, again that foreshadowing. We'd swap places at every opportunity, and fooled a whole lot of people. The middle-aged driver wearing a black suit heaved with a heavy sigh, like he were a butler. What's wrong, Kasai? That was a pretty deep sigh. Excuse me. I was just thinking you haven't changed. You can see many years of hardship on the man's face through the rear view of the mirror. Anyway, Kei-chan, your house was around here, right? Kasai doesn't know much about Hinamizawa, aside from the main road that goes to the Sonosaki main house. If you leave it to him, he'll take you all the way to Yagouchi. I don't want that. Excuse me, could you stop at the narrow road at the next right? I'll walk from there. He stopped the car at the desired place. That moment I realized I still had some water left as well. The driver, Kasai-san, got my bike out of the trunk for me. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for showing me home today. Was it Kei-san? Your name, that is? Yes. You must be having various difficulties, but I believe she will grow tired soon, so please endure things until then. He gave me a deep look of sympathy. This guy had definitely been dealing with the Sonosaki sisters since they were little kids. However, like Mion-san, she's a kind person at heart. Yeah, I know. So that means she'll be much of a bother as Mion, right? The man's face froze in a smile, his reply lost. Hey, back me up here. Bye, Kei-chan. We'll see each other again soon. Say hi to my sister for me, too. Maybe I'll start going to Hinamizawa tomorrow? Don't you dare. If you transferred in, I'll transfer out to a school in Okinomiya. Wow, that was really mean, Kei-chan. A short beep on the horn. Beep beep. The man gave a little wave to me from the driver's seat. Then the car withdrew into the dark night roads, leaving dust in its wake. Man, this entire day made no sense whatsoever. I ran into Mion while I was with Shion, and the former expression like a pigeon shot with a pellet gun had finally begun to make a strong impression on me. Of course, I always save a... Oh, I forgot that I always save a backup as well. I guess this is another, like... I'm sorry for doing one chapter for tonight, but I'm gonna have to take care of what happened in my Discord. So for now, I think we'll... So for now, I'll just, like, raid Ronco's stream. But yeah, I'll announce the schedule for next week. Hopefully we're good for Borderlands 2 as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.